What is up, YouTube? I'm back at it again, and today we're going to talk about DBRAND skins and whether I personally believe they're worth the hype of putting them on your phones. Alright, before we jump into it, let's talk about skins real quick for those who don't know. Skins are something that you put on your phone if you don't want to put a case, and it helps protect your phone to a certain extent. It's very minimal protection, but it does help with like scruffs and scratches, and at the same time, it also gives your phone a more unique look. It makes it stand out from the rest of the crowd, and it adds a different texture to the feel of your phone depending on the type of skin that you get. There are several companies out there that do produce skins for different phones, and I decided to try out the #1 company, at least right now, that's kind of viewed as like the Apple of skins, and that is DBRAND Skins. DBRAND, you may have heard the name, a lot of tech reviewers talk about it. That is one of the ways that I discovered DBRANDs. Actually, it was through MKBHD and their Twitter accounts that always provide satire tweets that are pretty funny. So after a year or two of knowing about DBRAND, I finally decided to give it a shot. Me personally, I prefer my smartphone without anything, but I actually can't have it like that knowing myself. So I tend to put cases on it, and then I discovered recently that you can actually put the skin on your phone and also a case on top of it just to give it some extra protection. So I actually decided to go that route. This is my iPhone 6. This is the one that I did the process to, and underneath the case is the hyper black titanium skin. Luckily, my case was able to fit with the skin on my phone. So this is how the skin looks. This is the final product after me applying it. I applied it myself. Came out pretty clean for the most part, if you ask me. Not many edges sticking out. It's telling you it's pretty on point. Buttons are good, wrapped around nicely. Camera 2, and of course the bottom. So for the most part, pretty good job on DBRAND. Their product is good, but there are a couple things that did stick out to me, and I'm just gonna point them out just so you know as a heads up to see if it helps with your purchase decision. All right, so first off, the thing that bothers me the most about the iPhone skin is the edges. Now I got the full back cover where it covers the entire part of the phone, as you can see. There's others where you can get cutouts, and I swear to you, I tried my best. I couldn't do it, and I don't know if it's the skin or the glue, but like, so this is the edges, and as you can see, there are parts that stick out, and it's pretty prominent. I mean, you can definitely see it over here, and the bottom for some reason is a lot better at it. I don't know why, but look, it's a lot cleaner, doesn't stick out. And it's very annoying because when you're holding the phone, especially when you don't put a case on it, you're gonna feel it. I mean, when I hold it sideways like this, watching a video or something, I feel it sticking out. Same here, and it's just very annoying. And then the worst part is that on my top left, if you're facing the screen, top left edge of the phone, this keeps coming out. I've tried staking it back. I haven't tried reheating it. I don't know, maybe that'll help, but I've had this for a few days now, and it keeps coming off. And then this is like the 5th, 6th time where I've tried pushing it to stay, and yeah, I mean, it just keeps coming off, and then the edges keep sticking out, and any sudden movement I make, sometimes it'll just pop off if I'm like holding it, and then I'll just accidentally move it. So yeah, just something to keep in mind. As perfect as you might want the skin to be on your phone, it's not gonna be to the T perfection. I know that DBRAND stresses that, but it is precision fit, but it's not perfect. Second, this is not really a big deal, but for some reason on the iPhone 7 they allow you to not have the logo cut out on the skin, and I asked them in the special instructions that they could do that for the 6, and they couldn't, and I really wish they did, because when you have the skin and the cutout, debris will build around the logo, and when you take it out, it's just going to be all around the logo, and of course you can just wash it away, but when debris builds up, it tends to stick there the longer that you have it. So also have that in mind. Overall, DBRAND skins, I would recommend it. The best thing to do with skins, in my opinion, and it's something I'm going to do with my next phone when it's brand new, as a consumer who would try to resell their phone in the future, especially because there's constantly new phones coming out every year or so, I would skin the phone as soon as possible, as soon as you get it, to prevent any scuffs, any bumps, any scratches on the phone itself. Skin it as quick as possible, and then put a case on top of the skin, and you're good to go. And if you follow those 2 steps, I'm pretty sure your phone's gonna stay as brand new as possible. until you decide to resell it, and then when you resell it, it'll have a higher resale value because it'll be in mint condition. That's the biggest reason why I would recommend to skin your phone, aside from the fact that you might want a phone as naked as possible without actually having nothing on it, or of course if you want to change the texture. DBRAND and other skin companies have a lot to choose from. This hyper black titanium has a good texture to it. I actually like it a lot. It doesn't make the phone that much grippier. It's nice, it feels good in the hand, and that's all I could really ask for. Lastly, I know I don't have the iPad here, and that's because I couldn't put it on the iPad.
See, this is perfectly aligned. Power button, camera, right to the T. And every time I try to get this aligned, the aux, look at that space. And then when I push it, it causes it to wrinkle. And look, it's already getting wrinkled, as you can see. I didn't have this trouble at all with my iPhone.
I promise you, I tried my best to put it on the iPad. I mean, you see how clean I was able to put it on my phone, and I couldn't do that. The cutouts were not exact. I would put it on the camera, and then it would have space or edge over the aux input, or I would put it on the bottom, and then it wouldn't align properly with the top. And then I emailed DBRAND about it, and they wanted to charge me shipping to exchange the product. And it's not the dollar shipping that they provide on the website, but it was $4. So I don't know, I didn't really feel comfortable with that customer service because it wasn't my fault at all. I felt like the product was defective. I haven't responded back to the email. I'm still deciding if I'm gonna try to give the iPad another shot, or if I just go through with the exchange and pay the shipping and get it exchanged for a new one. But just something to keep in mind in case you might get a defective skin, or it might not fit perfectly. Just know your skin might not come perfect. If it's defective, just email DBRAND as soon as possible, because I believe it's unfair that they're gonna charge you, ship it back when it's their fault that the product is defunct. You get me? So yeah, thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more reviews and other types of videos, subscribe down below. If you have any ideas or concept or thoughts that you want me to try, put a comment down below. I'll give it a shot. And as always, check out my social media, tweet me, Insta me, whatever me. And until next time, take care.